Good morning, my dear students. Are you all happy? Yes, very good. I hope all of you are happy and safe in your home. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about natural disasters. What are natural disasters? Yes, it is an adverse event happening because of the natural process. Okay, it is harmful events which are causing because of the natural process. Okay, what are the examples for natural calamities? Yes, landslide, heavy rain. Yes, very good. Earthquake. Yes, these all are natural calamities, right? So, let me show you a video. All of you please watch it. Okay, I hope all of you watched the video, right? Yes. Who are the reason for these natural calamities? Yes, not completely human being, but to an extent, the reason for all these calamities are the activities of human beings, right? Yes, today we are selfish and we are destructing or we are destroying our nature for our selfish needs, right? So these natural calamities to an extent is a result, after effect of our selfishness, right? Okay, so can you suggest some methods to solve all this? Yes, we can solve this by planting more trees. Very good. Then let us preserve the forest, the mountains. Okay, so when we try to or when we preserve the nature, we can solve the natural calamities or we can prevent these natural calamities to an extent, right? Yes, very good. Today we are going to learn a play written by Kaveri Nambishan titled as Listen to the Mountain. Okay, it is a play about the natural calamity, the flood. Okay, so let us begin. All of you please listen. So, what is the title of our story? Yes, Listen to the Mountain, and the author is Kaveri Nambishan. Okay, so before entering to the lesson, let us read a small description about our author. Okay, all of you take page number 89. Let me read. All of you listen carefully and read silently with me. Okay. Okay. Kaveri Nambishan, an Indian novelist, was born in Pinkala village in South Kodak, Karnataka, in a family of politicians. She studied medicine in St. John's Medical College, Bangalore, and at the University of Liverpool, England. Nambishan's story, Dr. Sand and a Power Lunch, was joint runner-up in the third Outlook Picado non-fiction contest in 2003. The story That Must Not Be Told was shortlisted for the DSC Prize for South Asian Literature in 2012 as well as the Man Asian Literary Prize in 2008. She was elected Cool Person of the Year in 2005. Okay, so this is a short description about our author. Okay, so now let us move on to the story or move on to the drama. Okay, now all of you take page number 82, the first scene of the drama. So all of you should read the setting and the first scene of drama. Okay, and you should notice the new words in that drama. Okay? Okay. I will give you 5 minutes. All of you, please read it firstly. Okay. have completed your reading, and I know you may notice some new words, right? Yes. Let us discuss the meaning of that new words. Okay. The first one is hobble. What do you mean by hobble? Yes, hobble is to walk in an awkward manner. Okay, to walk in an abnormal manner. Okay. Let me say one example. He was hobbling around on crutches. Okay, he was hobbling around on crutches. Hobbling means walking in an abnormal manner. Clear? So what is the second word? The second word is deliberate. What do you mean by deliberate? Yes, to think or talk carefully and seriously, right? So deliberate means to think or talk seriously and carefully. Okay. Example. A deliberate talk is needed for the issue. Okay. A deliberate talk is needed for the issue. This is an example. Or he beat him deliberately. Okay. Now, let us look at the next word. The next word is slope. What do you mean by slope? Yes, a slope is a surface that lies at an angle to the horizontal. Okay, it is a surface that lies on an angle to the horizontal. We always use that word, right? It is a slanting, or it is a surface that lies at an angle. There is an angle at an angle to the horizontal level. Okay, for example, let me show you a picture of slope. Here is the picture of slope. Okay. So I hope all of you understood the meaning of these new words. Now, let us discuss what this paragraph is about. Okay. So, who are the main characters in the first scene? Yes, it's Grandma, Sagar and Narayan. Okay. So Narayan is the son of Grandma. Okay. Where is this drama set in? Yes, this play is set in a beautiful village, right? And in the first scene, or when the scene opens, we see a grandmother. She addresses honors to a great mother. She says that she was born in a time where there was no motor cars, no televisions, no cars, or no aeroplanes, and no noise. She was lived in a quiet place, calm place, okay, without any disturbances. Okay. And she says that she was grown up in a slope of Dharmagiri. Dharmagiri is the name of that particular mountain. She was lived in that Dharmagiri, in the mountain, in the slope of that mountain. Okay. Then she describes the belongings of that village. What are the things which were there in the village? Okay. And she says that her grandson. Then she describes something, and she says that yes, her grandson is coming with a shocking news. And she said that she said to the audience that all of us should hear or should wait for the shocking news which he has going to say. Okay. And now the two characters enters. Who are the two characters? Yes, Sagar and Narayan. Okay. They were enters and they greet each other, and they were invite. That is, Narayan invites Sagar for a tea. Here the scene ends. Okay, you got the idea? So this is all about the paragraph. Okay, I hope all of you got the main idea of the paragraph, or the main content of that first scene. Now let me read for you. All of you should listen and read with me silently, and please notice please listen the pronunciations and the spellings of the words. Okay. Listen to the Mountain, written by Kaveri Nampishan. Characters: grandmother, Narayan, school headmaster, Ramana, teacher owner, Shastri, Kannan, Rudrappa, village man, Sagar, building contractor, Dikshit, millionaire industrialist. The play is set in a village The background shows mountain, trees and river depicting a natural countryside view. Scene 1 and 4 are enacted in front of the curtain. The curtain raises for scenes 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Scene 1. Grandmother appears from stage right, hobbles to the center in front of the curtain and speaks to the audience in a slow, deliberate voice. Scene 1. Okay. Scene 1. Grandmother appears from stage right, hobbles to the center in front of the curtain and speaks to the audience in a slow, deliberate voice. Grandmother. I am a great grandmother. I was born at the turn of the century, when there were no motor cars, no aeroplanes, no televisions, no movies and much less noise. Pauses. I was born here, grew up, married, had my children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I have lived here all my life. Here in this village on the slope of Dharmagiri. The river, trees, flowers, birds and animals are all my friends. I have had a tough life but a happy one. Pauses. Now I am almost 90. My grandson Narayan is a school headmaster. He came to me with the most shocking news. Pauses. Shall I tell you about it? Wait. I think you better see what actually happened. She hobbles off the stage. Enter Narayan from the side of the stage and Sagar from the other. They met center stage and greet each other. Narayan. Welcome to our village. I am the school headmaster. Sagar from Bangalore. Pleased to meet you. Narayan. Will you join me for a cup of tea? Mr. Sagar, Ramana's tea shop is just across the road. Please come. Sagar. Thank you. They leave together. Okay. So, any one of you can read. Okay, so please read the paragraph. Read the scene 1 by any of you. Now I'm going to give you a small activity. All of you should write a small description about the society, about the environment, about the place in which our school is situated. Okay, you can explain the beauty of nature or the situations. If it is an urban area, then you can describe it in that way. Okay, you can explain all these things in this. You can explain. The question is, you have to prepare a short description about the society or environment in which your school is situated. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay. If any of you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay. Okay, so I hope all of you write your activity. Now, let me show my activity here. Here is my version. Okay, let me read it for you. Our school is located in a beautiful place called Ampalamugal. The place is surrounded with trees and plants. There are so many buildings around the school, but they are keen to keep the greenery around the school. We are blessed with a harmonious learning atmosphere because of the trees and plants. Do you like this? Is it similar to yours? Okay, very good. So you have a small follow-up activity. All of you should write a small description about Grandma's village. Okay. You can use the points from the textbook. Okay, you should write the small description about the village in your own words. Okay, so that's all for today. All of you be happy, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.